Hey guys, what's up? My name is Star Levels Up and welcome back to Hustle Cat. I'm so happy to say that you'll finally be able to see this because we actually got it to record. Even if the video is a little bit smaller than my usual videos, it's fine. We're finally getting to see it. I'm gonna finish recording it and I'm never gonna play this game again unless I do other routes. We're gonna continue from where we last left off. We just met Hayes. We wandered into a cat's paw to try and find a job. This is Hayes. We also just met Graves, but everybody knows Graves. It's fine. Anyway. We were talking about how Hayes sounds like he's just spoken for the first time today, and that's where we're going to pick it back up. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today. Quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face staring up at me from the foam. Oh, look at it. It's so cute. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, so you hate it and think it's gross. But it could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. Now we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? Scottish Fold, those are the ones with the little nubby ears. Siamese, which are beautiful cats, by the way. Maine Coons, which I adore because they're long-haired cats and they're really fluffy and they look so majestic. Those cats with the stumpy little tails. I don't know, Tabby. I feel like that's a bad answer to pick for an interview, especially when you want a job. Because you're just going, I don't know. Like, that's not somebody that a business owner would want to hire. Cats that look like they're wearing little tuxedos, which would probably be the second closest to my cat because the last answer is literally my cat. But my cat, as you guys may have seen in a previous video, is a black cat. And her name is Jinx. I'm going to pick Maine Coon because I think they're really pretty. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? No. I speak the language of dance and something I can't read. Somebody translate that for me and put it in the comments so I know what the heck it says. You know, I actually did learn how to read a cipher once because of Gravity Falls. But I've long since forgotten, so we're just going to say no. What marine animal would you say best represents you? Dolphin, orca, shark, penguin, butterfly? Butterfly's not a marine animal. I would say penguin because, you know, I like soft, fluffy things, and I'm one of those really loyal people. Like, if I find somebody that I really care about, I'm very loyal to them, and I'm only loyal to that one person. Kind of like, you know, how penguins mate for life and they give each other a shiny little stone, which is adorable, so I'm gonna pick penguin. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? Classically hardworking. Children's sing-along, gross. Chiptunes or punk. I'm not dead, I'm just resting. Definitely not. You would never get hired with that. It's a question, and I normally wouldn't do a question on like a job interview, but I like the idea of saying it, so I'm gonna pick classically hardworking. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. 10. You're 10, man. This interview is fun. Draculas or teenaged wolves? Draculas. I had a vampire phase. I was very goth in high school and had a very big vampire phase. I'm not gonna lie about that. Just kidding with that last one. So yes, Graves is my type, but I'm not gonna pick Graves to date. I don't think you can on the first playthrough anyway. Interesting. He looks down at his coffee cup and tilts it idly towards him. It looks like he's enraptured with the foam as it drips from the side of the cup. A drop of coffee spills onto the saucer. I suppose you'll do then. Does that mean I get the job? You're quite astute. That doesn't really answer my question. I mean, he's being sarcastic, but she's right though. He didn't really answer her question. You can start tomorrow. Wow, thank you. Don't run off yet. I have paperwork for you. Oh, yeah, of course. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he'd never left, trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and a pen. He places them in front of me. So, what will my job be? We'll see. Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much anywhere I see an X in a line. What's it all for, and why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. And who cares? I've got a job. I push the papers back towards Graves, and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Perfect. We open at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent, because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay, Mom. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever. Not my problem. Sounds like a problem for that guy and not me. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. So, I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh, congratulations. You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes. Finley, Mason, Reese, that's it. It shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you all tomorrow then. Great. See you. Wahoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Ooh, little cutscene. A little opening. I love the opening. I love the intro. That's all of our little coworkers. Aww. I like how every one of them has their own little nameplate that has something that they're interested in next to it. Like Reese likes to draw, Finley likes social media, Mason makes sexy ass cakes. And Graves is just chains because he's a goth. Magic. I like the little cat constellation. It was adorable. Avery Gray. It's us. I do think that the transitions in this opening are really cool, by the way. The stars. They're after my own heart. Graves really does look like some kind of villain in that one picture. Ooh, suspense. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything. But it was a nice walk. Straight back into the game. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats. Huh. Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand out towards the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and looks away, still for a moment, before standing up and slinking into an alley. Fine, be that way. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. That's what I say when my cat does that. If I'm calling to her and trying to get her attention, she just looks away and then walks the other way. I go, fine, be that way. I don't want to pet you anyway. But that's a lie, and it really hurts my feelings. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. I picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store, too. I figure we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer, or indication that he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asks how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl, and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever, I'm about to do the same to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, as I also do when I come home from work, just saying, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh, it looks like there's a new jelly donut video. Oh, it's a video for sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do those tricks. The flooring seems familiar. Where are those filmed? Whatever. I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. And then we're out like a light. We're a little sleeping baby. Meow. So early. What's his problem? Meow. I bet he just wants the other half of the wet food. This is why I don't get it from him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I just gotta say, for only being able to read 12 words per minute, Avery can say some big words like mitigate. I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Oh, hell. I'm gonna be late for my first day of work. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks cleanest. But I'm just saying, I would love to wear this shirt. It's so cute. And it's just like, oh, you. Anyway, it's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily pair gray plaid pants with a purple and yellow jacket. It's just not what I'd do, personally. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work. At my first job, even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. Well, maybe if you'd set an alarm on your phone, you wouldn't have been late. Like, why didn't you set an alarm? At all? When were you gonna roll out of bed? I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery! Landry peeks his head out from the doorframe and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good. You decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Now that the star is here, we can get... Let me try that again. Now that the star is here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Yeah, Avery, because people don't just change their personalities overnight. Caught another sucker, boss. That's esteemed coworker to you, Reese. You just keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met, and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats, too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's horribly out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand, and he's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. Is that a camera?
Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off.
I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me.
Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it.
Finley is also...
Graves! I know what you're gonna say! Don't ruin the surprise!
Her face. Her face. She makes the best faces in this game. The best faces. Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. All right, all right. You tell Avery whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is the smart-mouthed guy, Reese, and the other one looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her.
Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or our only chef, I guess.
Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this.
Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery.
Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you all to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid is talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats. Obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager to tell me he's cleaning out litter boxes. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ew. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. Yeah, that's fine with me. It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. Graves slinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him.
Avery, did you have breakfast? We're gonna have something to eat before work if you'd like to join us. It's tradition.
That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth seating along the wall. He scoots 2 of the tables together and Landry pulls over another chair.
Great. Just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast.
I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path.
Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you.
Sure, what's up?
Okay, is that...
Her voice drops almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper.
That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it?
But that's all the time I have left for this video, so if you guys want to find out what IKEA is and what Finley is so excited about, you'll have to watch the next one. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos. And let me know who you think I should date. I have a pretty clear indication of who I'm gonna go for because I almost finished her route 4 times. But if you want to see somebody else, let me know and maybe I'll do a second playthrough. Anyway, that's all the time I have left, so thank you all for sticking with me and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.